Eu sinto amor quando a saudade aperta.
I bought this Super Pastel Female in mid-August and she was around 200 grams. In the first couple of weeks she did not want to eat frozen sod, so on the third week I fed her live mice. She ate 2 little live mice and the next week she ate them as well. On the 5th week I fed her a freshly killed mouse and she took it. Also on the following week, so that's 2 weeks of feeding, 2 weeks with live mice and 2 weeks with freshly killed. The following week, I believe the 6th week, she took a bite at frozen thawed rodent, but she showed no interest on it. And the next day I tried it again and she took the frozen thawed, and ever since she has been eating frozen thawed mice. The second snake that I bought at the same time as the Super Pastel was this beautiful Pinstripe Male. I believe he's a lemon blast, but that's for another video. I gave him a couple of days of rest, and on the 4th day I fed him a frozen thawed mouse, and he's been eating regularly ever since. Except these last couple months of winter, where I believe he felt the pheromones of the cinnamon female, and he went into what I believe is the breeding season. He wanted to mate with the cinnamon. I did not allow him, so he went for a couple of months of irregular feeding. Other than that, he's back on schedule and he's feeding regularly now, so I'm pretty happy with him. The cinnamon female, when I bought her in early October, she was already around 900 grams and she has been eating for me regularly, very well ever since. In January she went into a bit of a feeding frenzy because I had been breeding her for the last couple of months, and in late March she changed from frozen thawed mouse to live rats. Maybe that's a feeding response from the pregnancy stages. She just changed her behavior. She started refusing the frozen thawed mice, and I changed the rodents to live rats, and she's been eating regularly once a week. Just like the female cinnamon, this Afire male that has been breeding to her, they've been housed in this tub, in this rack system, and he always ate very well for me, frozen thawed little mice, except from the end of November to the end of February he went 3 months without eating. I did not worry very much. He was on breeding season, and then he was keeping weight. He was not losing weight, and by the end of February he started eating again frozen thawed, and then he stopped eating it he had a couple meals, and that's when I changed in end of March. I changed the rodents to live rats, and he's been taking rats, just pounding food, and as you can see he's been growing, he's been shedding, and he's doing a fantastic job. The little desert here, she came to me, I think, right out of the egg with 85 grams. I gave her also a couple of days to adapt to her new environment, to her new house. She's been on this fairly large tub for her size at the time, and the first time she ate a frozen thawed, then she refused the next week, so I got some live mice. So the next couple of weeks she had live mice as a meal. But she quickly went by the 4th week, she quickly started eating frozen thawed, and she's been smashing food just like a freaking T-Rex. So I'm very happy with her, I've had her for 8 months and she is now half a kilo. Every snake is different. They are all individuals with their own personality and their character. And the Spider Mojave, she came to me really skinny, but ever since she was in quarantine, she has been pounding those 100-gram rats, and now she is doing much better. These last 3 months she has put a lot of weight, almost twice the weight now. And as I was saying, every case is a different case, so we just need to be patient, observe the behaviors of our snakes, change the parameters, adjust temperatures, humidity, substrates, and maybe also the type of food that we are offering. And with patience we will get there. They will eat. Regarding the lesser spot-nosed head clown male, I only had him for a month, so he's still on the quarantine tub. He's healthy, he's been pounding frozen thawed mice, and that's pretty much it. Nothing to report there. Let's go to the 2 last cases, the picky feeders. Regarding the Pastel Leopard head clown, I've had her for 2.5 months now. She's out of the quarantine, she's now on the tub in the rec system together with the others, and she only had 1 meal ever since she got here. She has lost around 120 grams since she arrived 2.5 months ago, but she's healthy, she's still pretty, she's my most valuable snake. That's the one that I really wanted to get her to eat quickly and beefing her up for the next breeding season. It is proving a more challenging case. I will be patient, but she appears healthy, she has strength, she's nice and calm, she lets herself be handled. She just not want to eat. I've played with the temperatures when she was in the wood terrarium. I increased a degree and then 2 degrees. I lowered the temperature. I also tuned the moisture level. I'm coming here, she is now on this coconut husk substrate. I've been trying to change some husbandry parameters, see what she feels more comfortable and confident to start eating. She appears healthy, she is free of diseases, free of mice. She just does not want to eat, unfortunately for me. Regarding the little hidden gene Woma, 4 days after she arrived, she took 2 little live mice, so that told me that she was really hungry after 2 or 3 weeks without eating, just from when she came from the ham show. And then she went a month and a half without eating. I changed the parameters of husbandry. I increased the temperature a little bit, I decreased it a little bit, I changed the substrate, I increased the moisture, I gave her more hides. She had a larger hide. Then I put her on these half coconut shell hides so she can feel more snug, more secure. I transferred her now to the wood rack, and she has been eating for me for the last 3 weeks. She ate regularly live mice, still not, or little live rats, still not frozen thawed, but since I got her a couple months ago, now the last 3 weeks she ate regularly, so I'm happy with that. Something I did right. Maybe the hatchling's dungeon was just too small for her. She's around 200 grams, and this terrarium is 100 liters. Although it is very high, when she feels the need, she climbs into the heating bulb. But now I'm more confident that I will have success with this female on eating on a regular basis. So good on you, little hidden gene Woma. Regarding statistics, I have 4 snakes with only 1 morph, another 4 snakes with 2 morphs, and 1 snake with 3 morphs. Gender wise, I have 6 females currently and 3 males, so that's a ratio of 2 to 1. I'm happy. I have all the morphs that I wanted, so that's part of my plan. But some of them are still combined in pairs, and I have to get the clown out of the head clowns. Either way, I have 2 snakes that have pastel and 2 that have fire. I believe the pinstripe also has pastel, but pretty much I do not have many morphs repeated. So I got some work to do in the next half a dozen years and get the single morphs and combos that I want to have. Regarding the date of birth, my oldest snake that I bought is the Spider Mojave. She is from 2015. Then I have the Enchi Fire and the Cinnamon from 2017, and the rest of them, the vast majority, is from last year, 2018. The slice of the pie chart here that belongs to, or should belong to, 2019, I'm still waiting to get those eggs. Let's see how this breeding season goes. I wanted to do this video as a record of my collection in the summer of 2019, so someday later, if I want to check how the collection has been progressing, I can just come back to this episode here. Alright, I didn't want to leave you guys without saying goodbye and making you look at my ugly face. So alright, that's the update. I'm out.